Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Team Nerd Herd podcast, where our best advice here is if you want to do it right, collect what you like. But today, as all Monday goes, if you want to view it right, anime for life or FANime Talks today. And you guys, we are going into the third My Hero Academia movie, World Heroes Mission. So I hope you guys are as pumped up as I am. But before we get into that, let me holler at my two brethren. We're still waiting on the third guy. Jeff's going to be here in a minute, but he's coming.
Mm-hmm. So through that back door, bro.
That's right. So Steve, what's going on, man? How you doing?
It's Monday, man. We just got through it. We got that first day out the way, man, and those other 4 are mine, dude. I got them in my sights.
That's right. Snipe them out.
Yeah, man. But your boy is doing well, man. I'm ready to go over this movie. I had a chance to watch it. I know Anthony's had a chance to watch it. I didn't even know Jeff's had a chance to watch it. And you
recently.
Look at you. You're over there glowing. You're already there glowing like you're gonna go like plus ultra and beyond. What the hell? Setting the sights, bro. So Anthony, what's going on with you, my brother? Good to see you, bro.
I'm doing all right. Like you said, it's Monday. Monday's over and done with. Thank God. Let's get this crap out the way and just talk some anime.
That's right.
And we got one more day. To me, after once Monday's done, it's one day closer to NCBD. New comic book day.
Yeah.
So.
The best way to bring it in, brother.
Right. Something to look forward to, baby.
But yeah, but we're here. Movie number 3. This one was great. So been waiting to talk about this. Yeah. So hopefully we get Jeff real soon.
We won't hold our breath up.
Eric.
That's right. That's right.
Look at here.
Here we go. Just in time. Just in time, baby.
Must have been burning fire, man.
Hey, drove my ass home as fast as I could.
You were
every drove home driven. plus ultra home, right?
Let me ask you, man.
I had Imogen.
How many speed trap cameras did you go by, man?
There are no cameras. It's illegal, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They don't catch them.
They are illegal.
Not here.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not there.
Oh man. So yeah, you guys, before we get into this, I know we got I see quite a few people in the herd chat right now. Let's holler at them and go down the line.
All right. But before we do that, let's go ahead and give the 4 horsemen their all due respect, because that is their 4 corners. It is their ring. Yo, you got my brother number 1, brother Rudy. He is a Ric Flair, the styling and profiling, lucha, wrestling, riding. Brother number 1. You got brother number 2. Something wrong. Something right's always going to happen. He is the honing it in. Dare I say it? He's the twin brother of Alonzo, if not the bigger brother of Alonzo. And he is the man, the myth, the legend. And
he's Vulcan or Havoc.
I was going to say.
He's gonna be havoc.
Cyclops.
He's gonna cause some havoc all up and down Alonso's ass. That's what I'm gonna tell him right there. Yo, you got my brother number 3, D-Anime, etc. D-Anime, etc. Senpai.
That's right.
Yes. And then you got brother number 4, man. You got my brother Glenn 2K12. You got my NECA brother, my horror brother, everything in between, and a Fata.
Fata.
Yeah. And then my brothers over there, you got the music, the jingling and jangling of the airs,
The beats,
you got
baby, the beats.
DJ Abomination and Plainclothes D up north, Raise the roof. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and dive right into it. Already, Glenn's just pooting and booting. What's going on, brother? What's going on, man? Got that fiber. Inja Binja already making requests with the katana, bro. She's just like, hurry up.
I know. She's like, y'all better start the show right now or somebody's getting shanked.
Jeff, preferably. You know, you got my man up bleeding. It's the only answer.
Oh man, it's already started, y'all. It's already
I mean,
started.
I already know I'm getting ready to go last on
Jeff,
Thursday.
so watch out.
That's not my fault. That rule
no
was set in place before I got here.
My lips are sealed.
We got Bleeding Star,
What's going on?
projecting from universes and beyond, man. He knows no bounds, bro. He's in and out of the solar system like it's his revolving door and shit. You know. All right, brother Rudy. What's going on?
What's going down, man?
Woo!
Yep.
You know.
On the way here, Rudy.
Yeah, ándale.
Yep.
All right. We're gonna go creeping, crawling, yes, yawling back up this. Because yeah, right here. See right here, you got my man Chef RD Harris.
What's up, Chef? How you doing, man?
My man Chef RD Harris, always working, always grinding, always collecting figures, man. I love it. See right back here, bro. Right there, something wrong.
There we go.
Something wrong, man. And then you got, oh, look at this sweet little Nicole Disney princess voice, and we got our girl up in the building.
Yeah,
what's going on? She's ready to go plus ultra as well. And somewhere along the line, I do feel essence, a chakra, if you will. And you got to know Super Saiyan's around somewhere.
Yeah,
you got
he's gonna be nearby.
Comics.
What's up, Evils?
Evil's Comics, man. I just got to check out some of Evil Comics' review, man. I dig them, man. I like the breakdown. I like the whole description of everything, man. We just went over, dude, that a thirst for vengeance. Yeah, and he also went over Primordial. Jeez Louise, dude. He's getting in them indies, brother. We got to talk, Mike. What's going on, Glenn? Again, my brother. You got CRG over here rocking and rolling like he's like he's Roman Reigns, you know.
That's right.
Okay, what is this? Let's see.
Yeah, Cryo.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just about to say Cryo Prime.
Also a action figure aficionado. Station.
Oh, dude.
¿Cómo está, papá? ¿Cómo está, papá?
What's up, Jesus? ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah, ¿cómo estás, chingazos, güey? You know, you got Cryo Prime. I was talking, man. As far as my man, he got action figures. You figure? You know?
You figure.
There we go.
All right, everybody. I think we are all caught up. We're going to go ahead and swan dive into My Hero Academia, the new movie that just came out.
Right, you guys.
Spoiler free, right?
I was gonna say, you guys, this is if you haven't seen the movie yet, this is going to be something for you. Just continue to strongly see it. There will be some spoilers because there is, I mean, my man Jeff just freshly saw this, you know what I mean? So I know he's been very eager, always itching to talk some My Hero along with Anthony and Steve, you guys. So you see that, girl, like you got that plus ultra with they putting the deuces up, saying peace all.
And then you gotta let's give shout outs to Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Uzumaki.
What's going on?
My Hero Academia t-shirt.
Hey, but you're still
My Hero Academia t-shirt, so
mine counts,
guys. I don't feel bad. Okay.
Nah, man, you're still repping anime, you guys. What's all one love here? There we go, Kakashi Sensei.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Yeah. So to answer Jeff's question, you guys, yes, this is gonna be some spoilers because there is a lot going on, within this movie. I will say that, unfortunately, the movie is like every other My Hero Academia movie, except for maybe the first one we were kind of talking backstage. That only doesn't really have a whole lot of relevancy towards being canon. I'm sorry, Steve. Were you gonna say something?
I don't know, like it's just my telepathic mind. I almost want to say in the chat, I forgot to say shout outs to Raging Cajun Comics brother JD because I saw him in there earlier. So
what's up, JD?
What's up, brother? My bad. I am so sorry. Shout out. Keep on going.
Sorry. No. Sorry, JD. Sorry, man.
Play the record.
Yeah. No. It's not going to be fully. It's not a fully canon movie. Just like every other movie. But so we're actually taking premise. If you guys had to say timeline wise, I would say it's somewhere in between, kind of like this war that's going on right now, because you have all of the class A. They're all in their interns. We got havoc kind of going around the world, you guys. There is a kind of organization like cult esque terrorist group called Humorize, and they are on a serious mission, you guys. You know, with the world of My Hero Academia being 80% of the population with Quarks, you guys, this their master plan is to basically get rid of. They got things set up so that they can wipe out Quarkless. You know, they want the world Quarkless. They just want you know, basic humans, you guys, basic ass human beings. You know what I mean?
We ain't basic, baby.
Yes, and you know, so with the villain as big as this, you guys, you know that our heroes are not going to let us down. And let me tell you guys, we got the big three, since they are with the Endeavor agency. You guys, this is we're going to have them majorly highlighted. We got major buffs between all three of the characters: Bakugo, Todoroki, and Izuku, you guys. So and so the story, it basically, we kind of get the premise of the story that this organization has bombs that are basically planted all throughout the world. We have Singapore, Egypt, Paris, New York, you guys. This is all taking place, you know, these bombs that are just basically waiting to be set off. We got our, I'm sorry?
Was it like 25, right? Something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, I mean, you know, it's basically a bomb that'll hit, you know, affect those who have Quarks, and they will just go off and explode themselves. So there are going to be some human casualties, as there was in the beginning of the movie. There was suffering some casualties there, you guys. So what's going on, Moonlit? How you doing? You know, so we're taking place in Clade City, I believe, which, I mean, you guys, the movie definitely pays a lot of homage, as Anthony was actually mentioning, just through actual major like kind of monuments around the world. It's kind of, I would say, like, what Clade City, you guys, what would you say? It's like a splice between like San Francisco and like Rome almost. Yeah. Like it's just very much that like that. And so we get introduced to a new character, as all the movies do. We get our guy Rhodey, with a very he's a very comical guy. You know, we get you know, some really kind of cool like parkour rooftop scenes with this guy. You know, but he's got a little bit of a sad story. He's just he's a poor boy, you guys. He's a poor boy just trying to make ends meet. He's got a family to take care of, you know, 2 siblings. And so thank you, Moonlit. And so, you know, Rhodey has a little road dog, or I should say bird, that's along his side, kind of looking like a pirate with a little parakeet guy, you know, on his shoulder. And he is getting caught up in the mix with just bad news, you guys. There's an exchange of suitcases that the Bakugo, Todoroki, and Izuku are basically trying to catch this thief that had stolen diamonds, if I remember correctly. Jewels, okay. And so Deku is on patrol. He's on foot, and he's just following this guy somehow.
All right, in case people are wondering.
Oh, there we go. This is what we're looking like. This is Pino, you guys, and Pino.
Kamikaze, I mean, what's up, brother?
I almost called
what's
him
up,
Pico.
Kamikaze?
I was like, is it
Pico?
Or
that could be a bird name too, right there. And you know what, dude?
This too.
Oh yes.
I forgot this was right in front of me.
I love it. I love it.
Huh?
You're supposed to get it with the movie.
Apparently,
they tip my ass too, bro.
Oh, look at that!
This guy, dude.
Man,
making us all jealous, Anthony. Making us all jealous.
Man, that hurt me right in my soul.
He even has the wrong shirt on. He's flashing comic books.
Oh my gosh.
That's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
That's horrible.
Hey, this is rare. This is rare that I have something that you don't.
All right.
He straight was.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true.
Enough.
He was straight.
Jeff's got quite the collection that all of us are needing. You know what I'm saying? He's got something up in there.
Well, but yeah, that's later. But this is actually pretty cool. So.
Yeah, I bet.
I bet.
Cool enough to get 2 of these guys too, right?
Oh no. There's a short story. My wife came with me, my daughter, and my niece. Her first anime, her
Okay.
first movie. Okay,
Well
so
done.
everyone got one. So I got hers too. So
There you go. That's a win-win for Anthony right there, you guys.
Right. That's right.
And she enjoyed it. She actually enjoyed it.
Even
For
better.
someone who's never watched a single anime before, she enjoyed it. So
music to all of our ears, man. Music to all of our ears.
Back to you, Eric.
Yeah, no, I mean, so just kind of continuing on in the story, you guys. I mean, Deku just is befriending this like thief, that is, at first he's trying to apprehend him, and then he finds out that the suitcase that he's holding isn't actually the case full of the jewels or diamonds that they have. And so this is our guy Rhodey. He is very yes, there you go. Very clever looking individual, I'll say, man.
Yes,
what I'm saying? Truly a jack of all trades, Rhodey is.
Parkour.
Yes, parkour extraordinaire. You know what I mean? He's evading Deku. And so quick on his feet, you guys.
Yep.
And so Midoriya, or Deku, they somehow figure out on the news that Rhodey is not the guy that is kind of like the person that they actually are looking for in this. There is a bigger picture here. Rhodey is just unfortunate. He's kind of just unfortunately getting in the mix. He does have some sort of ties between the major villain here, this corporation Humorize, I'm sorry. And so his tie-in is actually you kind of get a little bit of backstory, and we're kind of just ping-ponging from the storyline, but just to give you a little bit of backstory on Rhodey is that he was actually kind of born in like wealth, and he his family was a rich man. Father was a rich man, and he just kind of up and left to work for Humorize, and just abandoned his children, or so what we're actually told in the beginning of the kind of in the beginning of his little origin story, while he's kind of developing this relationship with Deku, kind of saving him from here and there. And this is something that I actually really want to talk to you guys about, because I know a lot about the movie, you guys, in-depth story. And so, like I said at the beginning, I strongly encourage to, go and check this out, because for me personally, I have yet to see it. I just know a lot about it. So I actually want to talk. I actually want to talk to Freshly Jeff, because you actually saw it. I want you to please break down some of the scenes, the camera work, dude, because especially with Rhodey and Izuku web slinging through, the bridge. I mean, I gotta hear what you got to say, man.
Okay, first of all, and I don't want to offend anyone, but I'm going to say it this way because it's going to sound a little offensive.
Okay.
I saw a bunch of little white girls there, and I was like, yes! There's like all these people, like, this is a different, like, I wasn't expecting, I thought I was going to see all Asian people watching it, right? Like 15 Asian people, and that's about it, right? Like, maybe one white dude, right? I saw these little girls, like, they're like teenagers, like, 12,
it's a movement, son. It's a movement.
They love themselves, dude. They love themselves, MHA.
And it was more than two. It was just
the
two
anime
together.
That started in the late 70s, early 80s is finally coming to fruition, and it's taken over this country by storm.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Like I get it. It's totally different from when I was growing up. You had to go hunting down Dragon Ball Z, like freaking videotapes and VHSs, and someone recording it for you, some bootleg shit. That's our back in the day to find any kind of anime. Like,
that's our history right there.
It is just the movies by what's the guy's name?
Oh God, I know
Howling Castle,
yes,
stuff like that. Like those kind of movies. Those are the only things you can find in anime. Everything else was just you either go to a Japanese store, bookstore,
Yeah.
You had to go, go
Chinatown.
Go to Chinatown.
There we go, Glenn.
Go to Chinatown to the corner store.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's the only way you could get those things. And today you can see it's in the theater. You see kids watching it all from all walks of life, and you're just going,
Queen Star.
And not just that,
world.
I mean, they have it in English, but they also have one in the original Japanese.
So
never saw that before.
Trunk of a car.
And that messed me up too, because I was like, I almost picked the Japanese one.
What's cracking, brother? What's cracking?
What's going on,
brother?
Cooks, what's going on, man?
For our purposes, because I wanted to review it and I didn't want to have to like go see it twice.
Sure.
Because usually if I go read the subtitles, I'm definitely gonna have to see it twice because I know I missed something.
Yeah, agreed, 100%.
So I went. Don't kill me, everyone. I went and watched the dubbed one.
No judgment. No judgment here.
No, get him out of here. Get him out of here, dude.
But
let my man have his moment, man. Let my man have his moment.
I had a perfectly good reason, and I'm not gonna blow her up over here. So
yeah, well, I mean, you got other people to watch it with, so I get it. And so I went and saw the dubbed one, and I get it. The voices are exactly the same as the dubbed ones in the television series,
which is good.
Which is fine. That's good. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's not the same as watching the OG, without the dubbing.
Right.
And so as far as the movie goes,
yes, I know. I'll go by myself. And I'll
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you.
Yeah, if I was by if I had to go watch it, if I was watching this like last week, that's different. That's different.
No, I would fly out to where Jeff is at, and him and I would go and watch it. So
what's up, Sheena?
Sheena H. Pray, wife 420.
We love you too, girl.
We love you so much.
As far as the movie goes, I really do like Rhodey.
Yeah.
So it at first you kind of go, okay, this is just this very, I don't know, overly sure of himself kind of kid, right?
Yeah.
You're and then when you hear about his backstory, you go, oh wow, like you kind of understand why he acts the way he does, because it's a front, right? Because he's got to be the stronger person. His parents are gone, okay, so if everybody knows, and he's taking care of his two younger siblings. This kid is probably no older than like 15.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
He's the same age as all
15,
of the
16,
rest of Class A. Yeah.
So he's just a high school kid trying to make it. He's obviously running in the streets because of the circumstances that he was put in, him and his family.
Yep.
He could not get a good job. He had to break the rules because no one would play by the rules with him. You know what I'm saying? So
he had to take it in his own hands, brother.
Like Biggie, he had to go, make that money for his family, right?
Yep. Yeah. It's two younger.
That's what he had to do.
There they are. Right
and yep, there you go. There, obviously, the taller one is him.
Yep.
And he's got a younger sister and brother.
Right.
And so they count solely on him, and so he feels this pressure of upholding his responsibilities that was left to him by no fault of his own.
Yeah.
Right. And he put in a circumstance that he is isolated from the rest of the world, him and his family, because they're scapegoated.
Yeah.
Right. So, I'm trying not to give as much away as possible, right? Because I don't want to spoil it too much.
Sure.
But the fact that he has that responsibility, he knows that no matter what he does, he knows if it's illegal, legal, he's doing it for his family. He doesn't care. He doesn't care in that sense where he's got to do what he's got to do to put food on the table for his kid, for his brother and sister. And then the fact that he has these abilities to get away. He's like this
slick.
Yeah, he's a real slick guy, right?
Yeah.
He can smooth talk his way out, or he can somehow like parkour his way out of it, right? And he just happened to run into the wrong people because they
wrong
have
place, wrong time.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So he's put in a situation where he's running.
Yeah.
So he's a runner. If you guys know what a runner is in the streets, someone who has to,
deliver the package.
Deliver the package.
They're doing the
pick
footwork.
Up the package. Exactly. They're the ones who get arrested. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The fall guys.
Yeah, they're definitely the fall guys. So he's definitely running, and he's
thank you, Moonlit.
And he just happens to be in a situation that the heroes happen to be right next, right there where the crime happens.
Yeah.
So Deku, Bakugo, and
Todoroki.
Yep.
So they're all right there. They're carrying grocery bags, or they're the lowest
shopping
of
and
the
shit.
lows.
Yeah.
Because in this
they're on vacation
situation,
doing drills.
Remember, they were interns with the number one, right?
Endeavor.
And with Endeavor. Well, I was gonna say his company, but they and in this situation, so this is let me back out a little. The whole thing about this movie, the whole situation is far more deeper and in depth and like impactful compared to everything else these heroes have dealt with in any series.
Does the movie have anything to do with this?
Not any MEJs. But oh gosh, she messed me up.
She messed your train of thought.
I have my train of thought, but so the big deal about this is it's almost like the mist, the Genesis mist in Humans, right? The Terrigen mist.
Yeah.
Right. It's almost like that, where it's like inducing the quirks to overload. And then inducing other people who haven't shown their quirks to come out and then overload, and it's literally just killing people left and right, right? And and they already tested it. They did it one time, and they killed like I don't know what, like 3 million people.
It
was like stupid crazy, and there's nothing in the history of the series where 3 million people died. Right. And then there's 25 cities all of a sudden after that that's going to have the same exact bomb.
Yeah.
Or
global scale, you guys. Global scale.
75 million to 100 million.
And I have to say, like, hearing like that they took this perspective of like the villain side and how impactful it was. I got a feeling of like the X-Men Last Stand kind of movie influence on that.
So it felt it's almost typical, because if you think about every kind of, I don't know, hero, power, mutants, there's like to the mutants, these humorizes like the purifiers, right? So these are these people who believe in only humans, pure human, and no X genes, right?
Yeah.
And they want to kill every mutant. It's basically the same thing. Like if you have all these people with powers, there's always going to be a group that's going to go against those people because they either feel like they're not worthy of having those powers, or they feel like, oh, well, if we didn't have them, there must be a reason and we must be the chosen.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of that whole religious aspect to it where like they're overzealots.
Right.
And
that's true.
And so that aspect of it was bound to happen. Like that group was bound to grow and bound to rise in a world full of heroes and quirks. And I'm surprised it didn't happen, within the last 4 seasons, or 5, whatever, how many seasons we're in. And the fact is this was actually a really good villain enemy for the heroes. This really tested them because
Fleckturn,
I don't want to over.
There we go, you guys. CRG's got it on lock right there. This is our villain, you guys. This is our
that's that Billy badass right there.
Yep.
So I will give one thing away from the movie. So the only way that humans could fight people with quirks is somehow getting people with quirks to fight for them. Because there is no way the humans are fighting people with quirks, especially in All for One.
Power, OP powers.
They're OP.
We're gonna get dusted. We'll get dusted.
Exactly. So
unless you're something like an Iron Man.
But it's weird how they got people with quirks to be on their side, and it almost felt
typical
Uncle Tomish, right?
Okay.
Like if I can use that word.
No, this is perspective. This is all due to perspective, right?
So it just feels like like people betrayed themselves. They hate themselves so much that they
they're hypocrites.
Yeah, they become advocates of the people who are trying to kill everyone.
Right.
So that aspect of it was crazy.
Well,
and
I think that
the amount of powers that they had too was crazy.
The villain like Leviathan, I think, is who Todoroki goes up against, is powerhouse.
Oh man,
powerhouse.
I love the fight scenes, dude.
Yeah, Steve, I want all you guys to have, to give us all some perspective, of especially the major 3 battle scenes. You know what I mean? Because this is when I know that our 3 major heroes, they get buffed. Like things that you guys in the anime really like, feats that in my opinion, that we really haven't seen yet in the anime. You know what I mean? Certain techniques, you just see them getting pushed to a certain limit. I mean, the battle scenes in this was just very next level. So Steve, what were you gonna mention about that?
I was just gonna say, I mean, it took them reaching a pinnacle and going beyond that, right? They all got thrashed, from Midoriya to Bakugo to freaking Todoroki. And I think Todoroki had it harder because he was underwater, man. He was getting drowned and he had to figure things out. And, like he was able to push forward and figure it out. Whoop that villain. Put a whooping on him. Yeah, whoop his ass.
I think even during the fights, I believe every hero said something like, I'm going to give you my best shot. Their most powerful move, and they still were fighting after that.
The anime.
Right? So they had to go over 9,000, right?
Yeah, they had to put that power level up. You know what I'm saying?
They had to get that dare I say it, big D energy out. They had to. I mean, am I lying?
I mean, hey, dude. I mean, from something that I remember specifically is saying
that. Now I'm the outcast.
No, not at all, man. I'll agree with that 100%. I mean, the only thing that I'm saying, like, in order to give that kind of energy, I mean, Bakugo. I hear that Bakugo's fight specifically just was very bloody, very brutal, and I feel like for that. Very much so, Bakugo style. Like, I mean, I'm not ishing on Bakugo because I do love him, but it almost seemed like that was for him, like for his character and what he crowns is like that was a necessary battle scene for him to endure. You know what I mean? I mean, taking on 2 villains at one time. Go ahead, Anthony, please.
I'm gonna say not just 2 villains, two sadistic villains.
Yes,
I mean.
Like, could you describe them, Anthony? Tell us about their weapons.
They reminded me of, I'm trying to remember who like where knives were just popping out all over their. I mean, it's one of those villains where, like, I don't know if you remember, like X-Men Last Stand, where Wolverine fought the guy where he was just popping
throwing bones, throwing bones,
and except that these guys had, blades coming out of everywhere.
They reminded me of like Go-Go. From like Kill Bill.
Kill Bill,
right? The little girl with the freaking big ass chain and freaking knives.
Yeah, very twisted in the head for sure.
Bakugo got taken like to
man,
bro.
And no matter what Bakugo did, I mean, it's like they enjoyed it. They enjoyed the pain. They wanted to be hurt more and more, and it just brought that sadistic side out of them even more. And yet. With Bakugo, he feeds on that energy.
I was gonna say they played into his hand almost because like he's like, oh, you think you're gonna make me angry? Okay, I'm gonna show you angry.
Yeah,
You think you saw angry? Wait and see.
Dude, his power.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Die.
Yeah, dude.
and something that he often says, but I mean, if they're getting the best of that, I mean, he for damn sure he meant it and did it.
Yeah.
Yes, and I mean, like seeing, and if I don't know for sure, but correct me if I'm wrong. Was it the howitzer? One of his signature moves that he took them out.
Yes.
I mean. Hearing about that, you guys, to me, like seeing it in the series and then having not seen it in such a long period of time, I mean, that move specifically, I mean, for me with him especially, it really does stick out. So the fact that he was able to showcase that after, being in the internship, I can just imagine how much more powerful the impact must have been for those poor bastards that just got it.
Oh yeah,
and they got it. They got their ass whooped.
Yeah, he was completely unfiltered.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Superman being able to like fight Doomsday, right? Like he doesn't have to hold back anymore. And he got to a point where he was like, nah, that's it. I can't take it anymore. And I'm gonna let it all out. And he just nothing holding him back, basically.
Yeah. That's
here we go.
Okay, so let's see.
They have some. Hold on.
Oh, that is power. Yeah, right.
Ooh, yeah. You see, that is some nasty business right there.
They were
the
cutting
blades.
his ass
There we go.
up.
The blades are just popping out everywhere.
Oh, and you can even see the look in their eyes.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, Jeff, with the go-go, like very sadistic, twisted. You could see it. Yeah, it's in there. Oh, that's the worst.
Yes.
They were
the worst.
And they had almost the same weapon.
Right.
Like
they did have
long
the same
chains
weapon.
with knives, like razors on them.
And yet they took it, like how in Naruto, where you had that they went to a second level, when they fought against Naruto and Neji and in the original Naruto series, that they had that second level. These guys had a second level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had the blades, but then they transformed even more. I mean, they were seriously OP. And for Bakugo to go against two of them.
Did they inject themselves? Because I felt like
they
injected themselves.
They
with
did.
That super, right?
Yeah,
that formula
they did.
That's why
that's what took them over the limit.
Yeah. Yep. So Bakugo being able to take them out when they're buffed like that, you know what I mean? That's saying a lot. That's really, it's putting to work all the things that they were learning at the Endeavor Agency. You know what I mean? Really pushing themselves to that limit and like here we get Leviathan right there. You guys look at that big boy. You guys, he's got hands and he's ready to put him on Todoroki.
He's on that regiment.
Yeah,
I do too.
Jailhouse regiment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. D block right there.
He was almost a cross between Endeavor and the muscle guy that Deku fought in.
Muscular. Yeah.
Yes. It was a cross between both of them.
I felt like it was like between the muscular guy and like a domo.
Oh,
that's what it felt like.
Nice one. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he just kept getting stronger and stronger and bigger. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, he would
just
not go down.
Stop him.
He would just not go down, bro.
And what's funny is that here, Todoroki, this is the second guy that's similar to that Todoroki fought, because in the last movie, you had the guy who was like a mixture of a dinosaur. He breathed fire.
And
he was OP also.
Yeah.
And Todoroki had to go beyond his freezing powers to absolute zero just to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't work this time.
No, it didn't. No.
He did his
I was gonna
power flash freeze or whatever.
Yeah.
And that shit didn't work.
So what was his finisher in order to take this guy out? Did he have to do this like an Endeavor, the fire?
I felt like he did it. He did the flash fire or flash freeze thing, but he did it even bigger with like a bigger impact. Like the ice was even more. Like he iced everything. Like almost.
I think he did absolute zero.
Yeah, he almost got the whole waterfall, and then he just used that whole burned him off.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he just got even like a level higher of using that finishing move.
Yeah.
Because that's what it felt like.
The move reminded me of I don't know if you guys watch One Piece.
Oh yeah.
Where you have one of the admirals. I'm trying to remember his name. The one who has
the red dog. Oh
yeah.
No, Akojigi.
Akoji, yes.
Yeah.
Where he does frozen time. And he just freezes everything.
Oh, Ice Age, yes.
That's it. Ice Age, where he just freezes everything.
Yeah, so it basically is just like the atmosphere, the whole environment is just frozen. So Todoroki is going to that level. My gosh.
One Piece?
Oh, Evils, baby.
Evils, shame on you.
We gotta talk, my man. We gotta talk, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like, Mike, let's listen.
Yeah.
Lord Chucks.
Lord Chucks, how's it going, man?
¿Cómo estás, compadre? ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah. So, I mean, so like as you guys are hearing about our two of the big three characters, their fights, you know, and now we're switching off basically to the main event, you guys, and you know, kind of not leaving, you know, one of the star of the movies, Rhodey, out. You know, we later on find out that the dad that, you know, was basically he didn't leave to go work for these guys. He was basically kidnapped and forced to make these bombs that are going to be going off, you know. So you know, if you guys didn't have a soft spot for Rhodey already, this is just kind of like putting the nail in the coffin. I mean, this kid was just basically born behind the 8 ball, unfortunately. But he's trying to help the heroes out, you know, and he's doing everything he can. It's funny because how they're all trying to do away with quirks and stuff, and you really don't get an opportunity to see. And you think, at least from understanding it seems like throughout the movie that Rhodey was just like basically a human with a bird, you know what I mean? Like, but
yeah,
it was his quirk.
Yes, but the bird is actually his quirk. It is a manifestation, you guys. So I've never seen this, to my knowledge, within the series. And so basically the bird is just emulating, you know, his emotions and his feelings, you know? So, I guess it's in a way, it's kind of like our Jet Black hero. Yeah. Oh yeah. We all want a quirk.
I want a quirk like a freaking peanut butter and jelly sandwich right now.
And so, so, you know, since we're getting this backstory, and you know, Deku is the one that's is partnered with him, you know, kind of like throughout the movie. And Deku, we already know he is going up against the big bad of this whole organization, Fleckturn. And you guys,
he was freaking OP.
This guy is. Thank you, Anthony. You took the words right out of my mouth. OP to the fullest, you know, and. Like, I wish I could, because but I have yet. So Jeff, because this is really freshly in your mind, and Steven and Anthony, I know that if there was any part of this movie that would still, you know, you guys would be able to bring back up, it would have to be this fight with Midoriya and Fleckturn. I mean, first off, it could go, please, Jeff.
It was like Deku was fighting what's his name from the X-Men, from the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants? Not Brotherhood.
Unis?
No. He was in X-Men First Class. Who played him? Kevin Bacon, I think, played him.
Kevin Bacon. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Right? Like where he absorbs the power and then he can shoot it right back out at you.
Yes.
So like nothing could really hurt him. He could just absorb all the power and just redirect it. That's basically the villain.
Sebastian Shaw.
Sebastian Shaw.
Yeah, the Black
King. The anime. Thank you.
Black King. Thank you. So yeah, it's almost exactly like his powers, but in a different way of showing it. Right. And it actually was a really cool way of showing it.
Because he didn't just send it back; he doubled it.
Well, no. Well, I mean, I don't think he double. I think it's equal amount coming in and out, right? So if it comes in that way, it's going to give the same amount back.
Flex.
And that's what I feel like, because every time he hit him harder, he got hit harder as well.
Yeah. So that's Deku with One for All, you guys. Picture having One for All getting redirected back at you. So this, you know, so it's almost like, for those of you that watch Seven Deadly Sins, like Meliodas' full counter, like it just is going right back at you. So One for All against One for All. So yes.
But it's all heart for Deku, though. It's all heart.
Yeah. So let's continue this. Let's continue on with the Deku. You know, so if you're describing this fight, you guys, you know, and even down to the last hit. I mean, because I hear
he eventually, you know, realizes that this guy, he's got a limit. You know,
but he also says there's a reason why he has a limit, though.
Right, because he stopped growing.
He stopped believing in what he was and hated himself so much that's why he couldn't grow beyond where he was in his power set. He could have grown more if he had more hope, if he had more belief in himself.
And he stopped training and everything. You know, he gave up. He essentially gave up.
And
so
then
he was stuck. He stopped at a point where
so he hit his plateau.
Right, Deku, Todoroki, Bakugo, the rest of the classes, they're taught you are stronger tomorrow than you are today. Yep. You're stronger the day after that than the previous 2 days. You keep moving forward, even if it's an inch. You keep pushing those boundaries.
Yeah,
so Deku knew that there was a limit, that this guy, that there was a limit to his power.
Yeah.
He didn't have the ability to move forward. He actually seemed like he lost that ability. So he was stuck.
Okay.
But he was already so strong that he thought that no one could beat him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And also that's a main reason as to why he wants to, kind of do away with quirks. Yes, because in his past, he has, because he wasn't, it seemed like his quirk was like working perpetually, so he would harm like those around him, I guess, or those closest to him. So that really forged this whole vendetta against like people like him, because he's thinking, if I'm hurting people, maybe other people like me are hurting others too, unintentionally. And so he's festering this negativity, this hatred towards his own, which, like Jeff, you were saying earlier, that it really does kind of like speak to like the masses, and like, whether, when it comes to kind of like race or just kind of fitting in, all of that stuff. I mean, this is just very, seems like it's very much so kind of like saying something about that.
Right. I mean, if everyone, like, I'm a big mutant X-Men fan, and so the plight of mutants is a very personal, because it's basically it's the replacement of minorities, right, in our world.
Thank you.
In a hero's world, they are the minorities. And they're treated as such. They're treated differently. They're treated. People are afraid of them. People, don't hate them just by being what they are. So it's a very reflective of our society for minorities, right? Especially in our history of the U.S. Yeah. But and that's the exact same thing where this guy feels like he got treated differently because he looked different. He wasn't normal. So exactly, people ostracized him. They made fun of him. People didn't want anything to do with him. And so he felt isolated and insecure and, had no self-worth.
Yeah.
And to that fact that he accepted it is where he was defeated already, right? Because he defeated himself by accepting defeat a long time ago.
Right.
And that's where he got to this point where he's just this evil person who hates himself so much he wants to kill everyone like him.
Yeah.
Damn, you done broke it down.
Yeah, I mean, again, like it just goes to show you how anime, can really portray things to real life. You know what I mean? It really does speak to, life. It does tug at your heartstrings if you're, wise enough, or you just see it, you know what I mean, where it's blatantly there, and it, it really does make you look at, just a difference in perspective and try to understand one another, and, try to be inclusive, not exclusive, but. I mean, as we continue on into this, I mean, we see like also that Deku, like after we're seeing, Flecturn's kind of side of his origin, you know what I mean? We get a little bit of Midoriya seeing cameras kind of that are posted around like the world, where he's able to see his brethren, you know what I mean? His fellow heroes, fighting the good fight, that they're not giving up, and he just kind of sees these, the screens. And so obviously they're going with the motto, the plus ultra, and they're not going to give up. And a lot of them are remembering, what their kind of, I guess, close figures are. Like Ochaka, she's thinking of Deku and saying that he's not going to give up. And Kishimaru is thinking of Bakugo, saying like, I'm not going to give up, right? Bakugo, I mean, you really see the connection between all of these characters, the bond that not only they have just from being in school, but that, that inner hero within them that they all kind of share and are striving to be. So, Deku, for him, that's like adding fuel to the fire, and so
what move do they bring out, Steve?
Let's hear it.
Dude, they're gonna United States of America plus freaking Ultra, dude. He's just down on the floor. He gets out. He's like, goes like kind of like what a Super Saiyan would do, but only in Deku fashion, just like,
and we all know how that
goes. At him and just keeps hitting him. Dude, he just keeps giving the 1-2 buckle my shoe combo to that mo. Mofo. He's
almost felt like the Flash hitting Superman, right?
Dude, he was whooping that ass.
Man, yeah, because those fists were flying.
That last scene,
kind of shit I want to do to JR. Whoop him. Whoop him.
But you also see the maturity in all the heroes, especially everyone who's from UA. You see, and you notice that the maturity of their the reason why there are heroes, they actually all know why, right? Like they actually have that feeling. Before it's just like trying to become a hero. Now they know why they're heroes and what they need to do, and it's a total different feel from if you watch season 1 and then you watch this. You go, oh wow, they have really matured and grown over those years.
Oh yeah, they're doing it, man.
And especially Deku, because like Deku, how he started with season 1. He was, with his power, he was a baby. I mean, his power was so OP, it broke him.
Literally.
No matter what. Yeah. Whether it was his leg, he jumped
literally,
and his legs broke.
Yeah, dude, he was all flailing around.
Yeah, and now,
a damn paper airplane.
Instead of the power controlling him, he's controlling the power. And you see him use the black flash. And he's flying around, so he's
Spider-Manning.
Yes.
Black whip, bro.
Yes.
So in the newbie verse, Deku would be the Peter Parker of anime.
Yes. Yes, he would.
Especially, I mean, I saw like some bits and pieces of the trailer work and everything, and just the camera, the angles, the coloring, you guys. Seeing him just kind of doing everything, that's something that it just really took my breath away. Like literally jaw drop on the floor. Like, wow. Like this is something, the animation I feel has always been very good, amongst the series, obviously, with the higher budgeting film, they're going to put in a little bit more work in the details than the animation. And you guys, this just did not disappoint. It just looked great.
Yeah. I always love it when you see All For One manifesting throughout his whole body.
Yeah,
and then you get that cross right in his forehead.
Yes,
I always love seeing that. You don't get to see it that often, right? It's almost like going over 9,000. It's just that Super Saiyan moment for him.
Yes,
I always love seeing that, and it just shows how before, if you ever saw that happen to him, where you saw it manifesting throughout his body, it would he's gonna break his body.
Yes,
and this time he didn't break his body.
Nope.
Right. Yeah. No. So you see that growth, and he's only getting stronger. I think he's about what, 45%?
Percentage wise. Yeah, I was going to say.
I still think he's under that. I still think he's like what, 15, 20, 25%.
Well, I mean, I do know that he's able, like with the overhaul, arc, I believe he was able to control about 20 to 25%. Anything higher, he was going to be injuring himself, and then he needed, Ares' help, and then he just went to 100. But yeah, I mean,
Gentle Fist, he brought out between 25 to 30. I mean, with the Air Force, he could do about 15.
Yeah.
Like he has certain control over, like a percentage with the flick.
Yeah, the output and everything. You're right.
With the kick, a different one with the punch. So it depends on his move.
Yeah, that's true.
But
the impaler,
he's slowly. Eventually he's gonna hit 100%, and he's gonna do it consistently.
Yeah.
We're happy for you, Glenn. We're happy for you.
Yes, indeed. So I mean, you guys, I mean, just listening again and like just seeing just the joy in your guys' face and how but you guys really, obviously you guys are going to enjoy the movie because it's, you know, My Hero, but I mean, really taking a different approach and seeing, you know, and making, you know, the storyline relatable to kind of like what's going on now. Like Jeff, that was a perfect perspective. You know, something that I'm definitely walking away with and just learning about. Again, like this is for sure a movie that I will watch you guys just so that I could get the actual full experience. It's not enough. It's not enough to read it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I still like am in kind of like that pandemic ish. You know what I mean? Just with with my family members and stuff. So I'm still, you know, just a little hesitant for certain things. However, you know, like when, you know, the opportunity comes, you know, I'm definitely going to catch it, just to kind of be on board with the visual aspect. It's not, again, not enough to just know the story, you know, whether it's inside and out. I feel like it's definitely different when you have the full picture and you're seeing the visuals, you're making those connections, you know. So, I mean, Anthony, Steve, Jeff, I mean, I really do appreciate you guys being here and talking shop about My Hero. You know what I mean? I like, especially, you know, Jeff and Anthony, you know, I know you guys definitely follow, you guys are big fans of the series, you know, so anything My Hero related, you know what I mean? You guys are definitely, you know, my guys. I want you guys up in here, you know, seeing it. So once the new season drops, you guys, I mean, definitely we're going to be rapping about it. You know, and so, I mean, with all of that, wrap it up, you guys. This was, you know, My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission, you guys. Yep. So if this did not make you want to go and watch it, I don't know what will, man.
I know what, as a kid, like when you're a kid and you watching like one of those cartoons and you go, oh, another character came that's usually not part of the cartoon, and you go, yes, right? Like they mix up with your favorite characters and stuff. This is like that. I saw new heroes, I saw new villains. I was excited. I wanted to know who the hell they were. You know, like, and so that's always exciting. And I think that's what I liked about the movie. And on top of that, this is probably my favorite MHA movie. So it definitely is way better than the first two.
Oh, Anthony, I'm so glad you're pulling that out.
Oh, yes. That guy. That's the one I loved. I was like, he's a
paper pharaoh. He was fast, yo.
Yeah.
You couldn't catch that piece of paper. I was what is going on?
I was waiting for him to turn.
Yeah.
I can't see him.
But I honestly think he stole the movie. I think a lot of people spoke about him. You know, I mean, it's centered around Deku and Rhodey and Todoroki and Bakugo. But for the few seconds that this guy was on the screen, a lot of people were talking about him. You know?
I was like, that's a hero? Wait, what does he do?
Feed me.
This is hieroglyphs? That's it?
Yeah, and you know, and they're tying in some of, like, you know, because he's in Vigilantes, as far as from what I know, like the spin-off kind of My Hero series. So there's another lion-looking hero that is also, you know, his person is there. You know what I mean? So it really does go to show you, like, how much fun and opportunity when they do make these movies, what they're able to incorporate, you know. And I think it's just really cool when there are fans of both series and they really get to geek out on that, you know what I mean? So I mean,
that imagination, man, what they come up with is incredible, man.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, they're gonna run out of power sets, and I was like, Jesus, they had a freaking walking hieroglyph.
I don't know. Yes. Horikoshi is just a genius. I mean, he just really the amount of thought that he really does put into these characters, let alone their quirks. I mean, it's just really incredible.
Amazing,
yeah, it's incredible.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys, this is basically all of the movie, and just, I mean, we're getting you know, the meat of everything, you know. So just when you guys do see the movie, just please reach out to us, let us know what you guys thought. You know, any kind of teasers or little fun Easter eggs that you may have noticed within the series, because I know a lot of you know, like anime creators, they do like to put in little things here in the movies. So you know, please let us know what your guys' favorite part is. We want to hear from you guys. I mean, this is truly a big community, you guys, so we'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh,
And
man.
and I mean, with that being said, you guys, this is it. I mean, I want to I was
Oh, no,
go ahead,
not yet.
Steve.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, we got to let the herd know if
Oh yes,
tomorrow.
of course, yes. Let us know
Yes,
what's going down.
tomorrow, man. You guys got to see Geek Factor live
Woo!
with the Four Horsemen. This is a Four Horsemen production, man. Moderators, the Four Horsemen faction. They are rocking
7
and
p.m.
rolling, man.
Pacific time?
7:30
Mhm.
p.m.
Oh, 7:30
That's
p.m.
the
Pacific
time that we
time.
did.
Okay.
7:30 Pacific time,
10:30
10:30
Eastern
p.m.
time.
Eastern.
Eastern Standard Time. It is a
Yes,
game
don't
of
miss it,
wits,
you
y'all.
guys.
You
Don't
guys
miss it.
got movies. You guys got comic books. They got anime up in
Games.
there. They got games. They really put you to the test, guys.
Yes, they
Let
put
me
those
tell you.
geek minds to work, yo.
And
Mhm.
don't forget, maybe right before the show, we might be getting a trailer.
Ooh, yes.
So if everybody's heard all the rumors, Spider-Man No Way Home is going to have a preview first at theaters in LA. They were giving away tickets. And so they're going to show the trailer. And then after that trailer is released to those fans, when they see it, after that little, whatever they talk about, then they'll release it online. And so they did release a new poster today.
Yes, I saw that.
Dude, I
That's
cannot
nice,
wait.
man.
So watch the trailer and then tune into Geek Factor Live.
Yeah, shoot over here.
Yeah.
And what else do we got going on, Steve? So,
oh man, on Thursday we got that Mondo mail call with CBSI Ben. So do not forget that. Ben is part of our CBSI homies. We are always doing my favorites with them on every other Friday. So don't forget, CBSI Ben is an
I hear
awesome
we're gonna have
guy,
another guest on the show too.
Oh, you don't say.
I do say.
Do they got to wait for Thursday, or can we spill the beans?
I think we can spill the beans.
Go ahead and do it.
I hope he can still make it.
What beans are we
I
spilling?
hope nothing comes up. But we have not seen him in a while. But Mr. Tim Stacy will probably be joining us on Thursday.
Yes, we got Tim back in the house, baby.
Tim back in the house, so you guys know he's going to be rolling with us.
Yes.
You guys, there might be a drawing at the very end of this. You guys
might
may not know.
Oh, that means we just can't win it.
maybe I'll call it sick.
Make a different name.
Steve, how did you get in the chat? I thought you were sick.
I can still be bedridden and be, Oh, what's the theme for next week? What do we got, Eric? We got a chibi tale. We got.
I'm thinking about reaching out to somebody for a chibi tale, but if not, I want to go over. I know I've been watching the Son of Ogre Baki. So if you guys are familiar with that series, it is a banger. If you guys haven't watched the first one, it is
vicious, man.
Yes, it's brutal, but it is beautifully well done.
Vicious.
Yes, we're talking like MMA style brawling. You know what I mean? People getting hurt. But yes, it is very good. Tokyo Ghoul. Raging Ice. That's one thing that with all, and Goblin Slayer too. With all of these evil and Raging, I definitely have to dive into some of these ones because I mean they're all well known, of course. But there's so many. But don't get me wrong, I will, especially because you guys recommend. You guys always have ones that we can rap about. So yes, I definitely will find the time, make the time to do that. And in the future there will be something also that I'm in the works with, and so we'll be eager to mention that to you guys, and that'll be something just again with the show being a community show, just gathering more of you guys to be within the community, and hopefully get you guys on here, just because you guys show us all the love when you guys are in the chat and how much we appreciate you. So this is like us just being able to just, make the same, you know what I mean? Because we want you guys, on screen. We want you guys to be free to talk about, what some of your anime passions are about too, so that'll be something for the future. And, we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Yes, much love, y'all.
Yes, appreciate you guys. Always. You know,
you want to take us out, Eric, or what?
Oh yeah,
or Jeff, Anthony. You know who's going to take us out?
Anthony.
Let that bomb explode, brother.
Can I make up for last night?
Yes.
Oh, it's all good.
All right, nah, I'll do it.
All right.
Well, people, hope you enjoyed what we had for you tonight. But like we like to say, if you want to do it right, anime for life, baby.
Woo! Peace out, y'all.
Much
Good
love,
seeing
y'all.
everybody. Thank you, guys.
Love y'all.